Alright, so today is Monday, March 28th, and where am I this week? Well, last week I finally got my unemployment rejection. That was expected given the circumstances I left work under. So now I can finally get around to appealing that. So that at least is moving along, even though it's not necessarily what I want. And I've signed up to go to a college informational this week. On Thursday of last week, I was talking to Jesse and we were kind of looking at stuff. And it seems like I'm not realistically going to be able to get into engineering without a master's degree, because that's what he and I are both seeing. And that's very unfortunate, but it's where I am at this point. So I'm kind of trying to figure out whether grad school at UNC Charlotte might be a good option for me, or whether that would be an increasingly big waste of money. But as long as I'm here, I can commute, so I've got somewhere to live, and, at least my living situation is figured out. Then I found out last week that the main event at Nashicon that I was interested in was canceled. It was a formal dance lesson. I mean, the dance is great, but if you don't know what to do, then you can't really enjoy it, can you? So I'm trying to figure out if I even feel like going all the way down there. It's a really long drive, and I did already buy the ticket, but it's a long drive, it's a big thing, and I'm trying to figure out if it's even worth my time to go. I'm going to look at the schedule one more time a little bit more closely, but it looked like a lot of what was there had been there last year, so I'm not sure if I'm going to go or not. And I haven't heard back from any of my friends who are going, so I don't have any firm plans to meet anybody. So I'm kind of like, why would I go? So we'll be figuring that part out. This past weekend, I did get to go hiking, which is something a little out of the ordinary for me. I had a friend that I've been trying to hang out with for a few weeks who suggested we go hiking. So I ended up walking 5 miles on Saturday. That was a lot more walking than I normally do. So I'm a little bit sore, but I think it's good for me. I need more exercise. And right now I'm just trying to figure out what direction life is going in. Nashicon is the same weekend as the Magic pre-release. I might rather just go to that. The cost wouldn't be all that different. So I've got to figure that out, but I'm also still applying for jobs. I need one of some kind. Need one fairly soon. I have the money to technically survive for right now, but I don't want to eat up all my credit and other stuff making life work, just in general. And it can take a little bit of time after you get a job to start getting paid, so I need to find something soon. So I'm putting in for work, even if it's just hire me right now work. But I did finish the table, basically. I was putting one more final finishing touch on it that should help keep the legs more stable. But overall, that's good and finished, so I should be able to take that over to Sarah and we'll be able to play with it and test it out. Here's hoping a wayward cat doesn't just jump on it and knock it over, but that's part of what the reinforcement that I'm putting on it right now is for, to keep that from happening. So, other than that, life is kind of going. Everything is mostly stable. I'm just a little disappointed about Nashicon and a couple of other things that happened this past week. It's not a bunch of great news, but at least I did get to hang out with a friend some. That always helps.